Yes, better quality on the laptop would be better, please. So right now the video quality on the laptop looks pretty good. Okay, sounds good. So you're ready to go, so am I. Just confirming that this sounds good to you. You can hear that. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. We're ready to go. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that this stays the same. If there are any issues and you can't hear me well, or something goes wrong, please let me know right away. All right, thanks, David. I appreciate it. Thank you. Long day ahead, so hopefully we'll be fine.
Question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now.
The athletes competing in the men's up to 72 kilos category. Representing Armenia, Artyom Mokhasian. Representing Kazakhstan, Rebiat Amirali. Representing Georgia, Bekar Krakashvili. Representing Georgia, Timori Dadyani. Representing Cyprus, Andrea Shambelos. Representing Kazakhstan, Aybek Abzan. Representing Poland, Tomasz Kombinski. Representing Panama, Ray Demas Vasquez. technical officials for this session are the chief referee from Hungary, Zita Gierko. The left side referee from Yemen, Mohammed Al-Qirsh. The right side referee from United Arab Emirates, Ahmed Al-Hamadi. The technical controller from Yemen, Yasser Musleh. The VRS technical officials from Kazakhstan, Olga Prokopushina. From Greece, Eliana Araka. From Kazakhstan, Natalia Tskai. And the technical delegate from Italy, Chiara Schiavarelli. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the first attempt representing Armenia, Artyom Mohsen.
We welcome you to day number 2 of the 2025 Powerlifting World Cup event here in Tbilisi, Georgia, one of the oldest capitals in Europe. Tbilisi, home of the first event on the 2025 calendar. My name is John Horn, and I'll be with you throughout the day for all 9 of the different weight classes on this Sunday. And we are starting with the men's up to 72 kilograms. And we see our first contestant of the day, Artyom Mohsen from Armenia. So, first competitor getting into place for the first lift, and this lift will be 57 kilograms. 16-year-old competitor. And that's a good lift, so a great way to start the competition, good way to start the day. So 2 out of the 3 referees, all good on that. So you need 2 out of 3 of the referees to get clearance and get the good lift. One of the referees saw something they didn't like, but no harm done. As I mentioned, this is the first of 9 weight categories on the day. We'll start with the men's up to 72 kilograms, and then we'll follow that up with the women's up to 67 kilograms, 7 competitors there. And then the men's up to 88 kilograms, the men's up to 80 kilograms. And we finish up the day with the men's over 107 kilograms. So lots of action throughout the day on day number 2, Tbilisi, Georgia. And that's a good lift for the second competitor. He gets the whiteout. All 3 referees liked what they saw. So off to a good start to get this competition underway. So that was Yurbakit Amirali from Kazakhstan, and that was a 60 kilogram lift. I think he'll go for 70 in the second lift by the looks of it. So always good to get the first 2 clean lifts underway right away. So here's our first Georgian athletes. Beka Kacha Ashvili, one of 27 Georgian athletes taking part this week. One of 134 athletes in total. Georgia, 27 athletes more than any other country. Each athlete has 2 minutes from the time they enter the field of play to the time they must start the lift. So is that a perfect 3 for 3 from the competitors to start?
Good
Yes, it is. That's a whiteout, second consecutive whiteout. So Kacha Ashvili moves into the lead with an 80-kilogram lift. You see his coach in the background intently watching. Kacha Ashvili, 21 years old.
Georgia, Timori Dadiani.
So fellow Georgian competitor, Timuri Dadiani. So the weight increasing on the bar. This attempt will be 125 kilograms. There are 10 different body weight categories for each of the men and the women. So this is the up to 72 kilogram category, which is right in the middle of the men's weight classes for the different competitors. The lowest is up to 49 kilograms, and the heaviest or the highest is the over 107 kilograms. So we'll see the over 107 kilogram competitors later on today. So here goes Dadiani, 125 kilograms.
Good lift.
And that's a good lift. Well done. That's a whiteout. 3 out of 3 from the referees. So great way to start the competition for the first 4 competitors. Nice and smooth. Good form. And that's well done.
For the first attempt representing Cyprus, Andrea Karalambos.
So Andreas Charalambos, the 36-year-old from Cyprus, he will take stage next. 135 kilograms is what he is looking at to get started. One of 3 athletes from Cyprus, 2 men and 1 woman rather.
No lift.
Oh, no lift. That's the first lift of the day. The press sequence being the issue.
45 kilos rack height 11.
The judges, or the referees rather, have certain criteria that they have to watch for and why or why not an athlete doesn't get a good lift. And in this case, it was the press sequence. The press sequence means that the athlete fails to press the bar, where the bar is pressed without equally timed out locked both arms and elbows. It seems to be the penalty that most of the referees notice is the press sequence. You also see the stop sequence, the down sequence, and the body position will also be looked at. All four of those criteria have to pass. So it's Abek Abzon next. Has won Paralympic Games under his belt. And this lift 145 kilograms. Looks pretty confident. And there he is confident because that's a whiteout. All three referees liked what they saw there, so good start for the Kazakh in this competition. You see the form, a couple different angles. And you see behind the competitor, that's one of the judges. There are also two judges, or referees rather, sorry, I say judges, meant referees. There are two referees, one on either side, on the left and on the right, sitting in the chairs there. And then there's another referee sitting behind. The referees are from Hungary, Yemen, and the United Arab Emirates. There's also a technical delegate from Italy and a technical controller from Yemen as well. So here's Tomasz Kosubinski. He's from Poland, 44 years old. He'll be looking to lift 178 kilograms to start. Eight competitors rather, in the men's up to 72 kilogram category. And Kosubinski is the oldest in the group, and respecting your elders, the referees saying 2 out of 3 referees. Good job. So he gets a clean lift, so good start for him. So that moves him into first place now. And that's quite considerably into first place, 33 kilograms ahead of Abzon from Kazakhstan. Powerlifting now practiced in over 130 countries, one of the fastest growing sports. Good to see that a lot of countries are coming up with athletes who are good at the sport or trying the sport or enjoying the sport. So here's Ray Dimas Vasquez from Panama. The 2024 Paris Paralympics. He finished in 5th place. He was also the flag bearer at the opening ceremonies at the Paris Paralympics, so that's a pretty cool moment. A lot of the Paralympic powerlifting competitors had an opportunity to lift the flags or walk with the flags during the opening ceremonies at the Paris Paralympics. And Dimas Vasquez was one of them, and he's the favorite at this point to win the gold medal in this men's up to 72 kilogram category. 197 kilogram attempt here. Looks confident, and as he should be, because that is a whiteout. High five from the coach. So he moves right into first place. 197 kilograms, the best of the bunch. Another look at that impressive lift. So out of the 8 competitors, 7 with good lifts in the first round. It was only Charalambopoulos from Cyprus who was unable to get a clean lift in the first round.
For the second attempt, representing Armenia, Artyom Moksain.
So here's the second attempt for Artyom Moksain. Successful with his first lift of 57 kilograms. This one's 61 kilograms. That looked pretty smooth from this angle. And it looks pretty smooth from the angle of the referees as well. So that's a whiteout, a good lift. So 2 for 2 for the Armenian. He likes it. So 57 and 61 kilograms both lifted. Had 2 out of 3 referees on the first lift. This time 3 out of 3.
For the second attempt, representing Kazakhstan,
25 different countries competing this week in a variety of different weight categories. I mentioned that Georgia leads the way with 27 athletes. Uzbekistan second most with 13. Kazakhstan with 12. And here's one of the athletes from Kazakhstan. Yurkbat Emirali. First lift successful at 60 kilograms. This attempt at 70 kilograms. And that's a good lift as well. A whiteout for him. So Emirali 2 for 2.
Loaders load the bar to 83 kilos, rack height 17.
Get another look. So far now we've had 10 lifts and 9 of them have been successful.
Second attempt, representing Georgia, Beka Kashkashvili.
In case you're wondering, the world record holder is Bonnie Gustin, 232 kilograms. He set that record at the Paris Paralympics. The European record is 217 kilograms from Mark Swan. that was set at this venue in this city, summer of last year. So this is Becca Kacha-Kacha-Asvili. Successful in his first lift at 80 kilograms. This second lift will be 83. That's a good lift. 2 out of 3 referees liked what they saw. So, kiss to the crowd and job well done. Another look.
For the second attempt, representing Georgia, Timuri Dadiani.
So here's the other athlete from Georgia in this weight category, Timuri Dadiani. Dadiani also a competitive cross-country skier as well.
feel them every time the sun shine. Back to being unsigned, I only got my bloodline with me going forward, smoking cookie till we
33 years old. That's a nice presence on social media. Many of the athletes in all sports, not just in powerlifting, like to go to the social media channels to showcase their work ethic and competitions, where they travel to, that sort of thing. And often for the powerlifters, a lot of inspiration in a lot of their storytelling. Get a idea of what these athletes have to battle through each day and how strong they have to work. Nice kiss of the bar before this lift from Dadiani. And it's good stuff from Dadiani. So that's a whiteout for him. Second consecutive successful lift. So successful at 127 kilograms. So he's in fourth place right now.
For the second attempt,
Competition starting just after
Andrea Caralambos.
10 in the morning local time. So it's Andreas Charalambu now. .135 kilograms for this attempted lift. Has a personal best of 142 kilograms. So not far off.
Good
And that's a good lift. That's a whiteout for Charalambus, 36 years old. 135 kilograms lifted successfully. Wasn't able to do it the first time around, but second time's a charm, perhaps. So now each of the athletes in the competition have had at least one successful lift. So Ibek Abidjan going next. He's from Kazakhstan. Former Paralympian. Locked in here for his second attempt. 150 kilograms here. And that's a good lift. That's a whiteout. So 2 for 2 for him. So that 150 kilograms gives him third place at this point. So he'll be pleased with that. In the bronze medal position as we speak.
For the second attempt representing Poland,
Nice overhead look from one of the cameras to see how the bar is set up with the different weights. So here's Tomasz Kosubinski from Poland. $178 kilograms lifted the first go around. This attempt 5 kilograms more at 183. The oldest competitor of the 8 athletes, and this men's up to 72 kilograms. Using all his strength there to try and get that bar up, but unfortunately, that's no lift. That's the press sequence from the left referee and the middle referee. Kosubinski knew it when he was finished. You could tell there was an issue right there on the press sequence. There's a bit of a pause. Couldn't quite follow right through. One other thing we should mention is you may notice the weights on the rack. So where the bar is situated, how it's sitting on the rack. So that rack height changes from competitor to competitor. So Kosubinski, for example, there had the rack height at 3, which is a little bit lower. Whereas here now, Ray Dimas Vasquez will have the rack height at 13, so higher for him. So right now the favorite to win the gold medal, his 197 kilogram lift in the first round is probably going to be enough to get him the gold medal already. But here he will try and lift 200 kilograms. Still short of several records, one which he owns. He's actually the America's record holder. Set that at this particular venue, and that was last year in the summer, 206 kilograms. So you wonder if he... And that's a good lift. That's a whiteout for Emirali. So Emirali all three successful lifts, 60 kilograms, then 70 kilograms in that lift at 75. So when you get 3 good lifts on 3 attempts, you get 3 for 3.
For the third attempt, representing Georgia, Beka Khashkhashvili.
There are different age groups in para-powerlifting. There's the rookie category, 15 to 17-year-olds, and then the next generation para-powerlifters from 18 to 20 years old. And then once you've gone through the next generation, you're now in the elite category. And then you hit the legend category status when you hit 45 years of age. So in this particular weight category, 6 of the 8 competitors are elite. And then the 16-year-old Mukshan, he's a rookie. And Emirali, the next-gen athlete in the bunch. So this is Beka Khashkhashvili, looking to lift 90 kilograms. Successful with his first 2 lifts of 80 and 83. Can he clean sweep his 3 lifts?
Good.
Coach thinks so, and the referees think so too. Big smile. So good stuff from
Loaders load the bar to 100.
the athlete from Georgia, doing it on home soil. So Khashkhashvili, 80, 83, and 90 kilograms, no issues. Another look at that successful lift.
For the third attempt, representing Georgia, Timuri Dadyani.
Second out Georgia in this particular weight category. Timuri Dadyani, successful with his first 2 lifts. $125 kilograms, 127 kilograms, both successful. This attempt will be 128 kilograms. Lost both of his legs, unfortunately, in a landmine explosion in Afghanistan several years ago. I mentioned earlier, he's also a competitive cross-country skier, too. Well-rounded athlete, Dadyani is. And 128 kilograms. Successful. That's a whiteout. Good lift for him. So that's now 4 athletes in a row who've cleared the table. Successful lifts with all 3 of his lifts. 125, 127, and 128 for Dadyani.
The third attempt, representing Cyprus, Andrea Karalambos.
So Andreas Charalambos will go next. The only athlete not to have a successful lift in the first round, but made up for that in the second. So this was his third and final lift. Successful at 135 kilograms. This time he will attempt 140 kilograms. Good pace in this men's up to 72 kilogram category. Athletes not taking a lot of time from the time they enter the field of play to the time they get set to complete the lift. Let's see what the referees thought of that lift, and they certainly thought it was good because that's a whiteout, a good lift, 140 kilograms for Charalambous. So job well done, and good pat on the back from his coach. So Charalambous will finish in 4th position. All 3 lifts successful. We've only seen 2 no lifts so far.
For the 3rd attempt representing Kazakhstan, Aybek Abjan.
So it's Aybek Abjan going next. So it looks like he's pretty much locked into the bronze medal position. Successful in the first round at 145 kilograms. Then in the second round at 150. This attempt will be 152 kilograms. A 32-year-old from Kazakhstan. And that's another whiteout for him. So great competition and double arms up in the air. So Abjan successful all 3 lifts, 145, 150, and 152 kilograms. 5th out of 6 athletes in the men's up to 72 kilogram group to lift all 3 weights in all 3 categories, or all 3 rounds rather, successfully.
For the 3rd attempt representing Poland, Tomasz Koszybinski.
Busy day on the calendar, lots of different weight categories to go through and to follow along with. And tomorrow we wrap the week up with the team event. Always enjoy the team event competition. Different athletes from different weight categories combining to work together with their countrymen and women. Pretty sure we'll see Poland in the team competition. I haven't had a chance to look at who is in the competition this year around, but I'm sure Poland will be in there. Poland with 7 medals already here in
1 minute.
Georgia. 4 golds, 2 silver, 1 bronze. And Tomasz Koszybinski here would like to firm up his silver medal with a nice lift to finish things up. I don't think he'll be happy with that, though, unfortunately.
No lift.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 referees said that's a no-go, so no lift there. But he did have the successful lift in the opening round at 178 8 kilograms. And a handshake from Kosubinski to the referees. Nice sportsmanship. And a big smile as he leaves the playing field. He knew right away that there was an issue.
For the third attempt,
But Kosubinski's first round lift will be enough for him to get the silver medal, and we already know that this gentleman will be getting a gold medal around his neck. Ray Dimas Vasquez from Panama. First time we'll be hearing the national anthem from Panama this week. First medal for Panama this week. So Dimas Vasquez going for 203 kilograms for this final lift. Successful at 197 and 200. He's the America's record holder at 206 kilograms, so we know he can lift this weight since he did 206 before, and this is 203. Locked in and ready to go. You see the coach, a little bit of assistance with the bar at the start. Coach is allowed to help with the bar, but only at the beginning. Can't have any part of the actual lift. And the coach is already saying that that's a good lift, and it is a good lift. So what a finish for Ray Dimas Vasquez. He goes 3 for 3. 197, no problem. 200, no issue with that. And then 203 to firm up his gold medal in the men's up to 72 kilogram group. Another look at the gold medal winning lift. No problem with that for Dimas Vasquez. Well done. So the first of 9 different weight categories is complete. The men's up to 72 kilograms. Only saw 3 no lifts in the entire competition.
This now concludes the competition in the men's up to 72 kilos category. Thank you very much for your attention, and please remain seated.
The referees leave the field of play, and
Which will follow shortly.
next up will be the victory ceremony. So while we await for that, to look at some of the highlights and the successful lifts from this first competition of the day, the men's up to 72 kilograms. So we'll take a short break. We'll be back with the victory ceremony for the event, and then next up, the women take center stage for the women's up to 67 kilogram category. So stay with us, and we'll be back shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's up to 72 kilos category. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by
So, the
World
medal ceremony
Powerlifting
underway.
Coordinator, Ms. Judith Arrudo. Bronze medalist.
Men's up to
representing
72
Kazakhstan,
kilograms.
Aybek Abjan.
And there are the medalists on your screen. And it's Aybek Abjan winning the bronze medal.
Silver medalist representing
Another
Poland,
medal
Tomasz Koszybinski.
for his country. And it's Tomasz Koszybinski, 178 kilograms.
And gold
He gets
medalist
the silver.
Representing Panama, Ray Melchor Dimas Vasquez.
That's Ray Dimas Vasquez from Panama, 203 kilograms.
Please rise if
He
you
gets the
know
gold medal.
national anthem of Panama.
And we'll now hear the first time the national anthem of Panama. So the national anthem of Panama is played, and it's Ray Dimas Vasquez winning the gold medal, Tomasz Koszybinski from Poland getting the silver, Aybek Abjan from Kazakhstan, another medal for Kazakhstan, who lead the total medals now with 15. They have 6 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze.
Up to 67 kilos category.
So the first category of the day is done. The men's up to 72 kilogram final standings. There you see the best results. You also see the total kilograms lifted, and you see Dimas Vasquez 600 kilograms in total. Abjan second with 447, and it's Dadiani from Georgia with all 3 of his lifts successful with 380. So, entertaining start to the day in the men's up to 72 kilogram category. As you can see on the clock, just over 16 minutes until the next category, the next competition takes place. It's the women's up to 67 kilograms. Up to 7 athletes will be taking part. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back with that competition. And we're with you all day. My name is John Horn, and looking forward to